Hi, welcome to tutorial number 42 for CSCI 130, Introduction to Programming here at the University of Wisconsin Parkside. Today we're gonna work now in our application for this chapter in which we're gonna develop a quiz in which we're gonna be asking capitals of a given state. So we're gonna be using for this application 6 states. We're gonna work with Alaska, Arizona, California, Texas, Wisconsin, and Colorado. So we're going to select one of those 6 states at random, for example, and to make a question. So for example, what is the capital of California? And then we're going to present the user with a set of possible answers, like a multiple choice, and they have to select one. Then we're going to ask the user to click on the button grade when the user is ready, when he's sure about the answer. And then the system is going to display either right or wrong. Once the system displays right or wrong, then we're going to have another button that the user can click to generate a new question. So the user can practice in questions. So again, gets a state at random and asks the question for that state, and uh, then presents the options and so on, and grades the answer, and the user can be working and practicing as long as he or she wants. Now, using only 6 states, you can add more than six. You can add all 50 states if you want. Okay, so now we need to design the interface. So here we have a form. So we're gonna change this, and then we're gonna say quiz um, for capital of states. Okay, now we need a label for the question. So let's put it on here. Let's change the auto size from true to false, the border from none to fixed single, and change the font, the size to something like 14. Okay, hope it's okay. So this is the question. Now we need to take the text. I'm gonna clear the text. Now we are going to use a combo box. We haven't used combo boxes before, so here there is a combo box. So this combo box is going to have my multiple choice, my possible answers for the question, and we need two buttons. Once we're ready, we want to grade it. So here we're going to call this uh, grade answer, and we need another button for new question. Let's say new question, and we need another label. Let's copy and paste it. So Control C, then Control V, then we move that over here, and this can be where we display right or wrong here. Okay, so now we need to define um, the uh, the states that we're going to work in. We're going to define that in an array. So we haven't used those before. So let's double click on maybe great answer. Now let's see what is going to be the difference. If I declare a variable here, for example, dim x as integer, as we have been doing that, we know that. So this is what we call a local variable. What does it mean, being local variable? Well, local variable means it's only visible within this subroutine. Do you see that says here private sub, and then here it says end sub? This is where the variable is seen. So if I declare, for example, if I go and double click here, the default button. So there's another sub that says private sub and end sub. I'm not able to see that X from here. That X belongs to this function, I mean this subroutine, and only that subroutine is able to use it and see it. I don't see. If I declare another dim X as integer, it doesn't mean that it's the same. I mean, I have my own space in memory that I'm calling my X. It is my own X. It doesn't mean that because I call it X, it's the same X. Okay, so this X is local to this sub and this X is local to this sub. What I'm gonna do different now is declare a global variable. Global means it's visible everywhere, like public. Anyone can see it. And I want that for my states because I'm gonna be using that in different places. So I'm gonna declare an array for states. Remember that we're gonna be working with 6 states, right? So we're gonna say dim as string. Now, if I leave it like that, this is not an array. This is a regular variable that is a string. So it's only capable of storing 1. To make it an array, I put an open and closing parentheses. Now I'm telling, oh, it's gonna have multiple values, not just 1. Now let me repeat this again. I'm putting this outside of the sub and it makes that global. So that means states is going to be visible here and it's going to be visible here. It's going to be visible everywhere, so I can use it. So if I declare here, I only can use it here, only can declare it here, only can manipulate it there. Now I'm going to initialize this. So I'm not going to have multiple values. I'm going to put my values now. So one is Alaska. Now I'm going to put that uppercase. My other is Arizona. And the other one is California. Then Texas. Wisconsin. And Colorado. There. So once I'm done, I'm closing down with curly braces. So this is like a set. So again, states is a string, but it says multiple strings as an array. So states contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 states. How is that I'm going to make the difference if they're inside the same variable with an index? So Alaska is 0, Arizona is 1, California is 2, Texas is 3, index 3, Wisconsin is index 4, and Colorado is index 5. That's how I'm going to make the distinction. So if I want to make a reference to California, that's states 2. If I want to make a reference to Alaska, that will be states 0, like this, states, open parenthesis, 0. That means Alaska. If I just say states, I'm talking about all 6 states. Again, if you want to include all 50 states, that would be great. If I want to make a reference to Arizona, then I'm going to say states 1, okay? So now, let's also have a global variable with the answers. So let's say them capitals. What I'm going to do is as a string, so equal, so now I'm going to have the answer of each one of the states with the same index. So California is the state 0. I'm going to put the answer for the state 0 in my index 0. So this is the answer for Alaska. Now the answer for Arizona is Phoenix. So I'm going to put that at the same. The answer for California is Sacramento. So I can make a reference later and I know that. And then the answer for Texas is Austin. And the answer for Wisconsin is Madison. And finally, the answer for Colorado is Denver. Okay, and then we close this. Okay, so now we have all 6 states and all 6 capitals in 2 strings, and those strings are global variables. Okay, I'm going to stop the tutorial right here because I have already a little more than 10 minutes. So I'm going to continue on the next tutorial with the functions, the procedures. I'm going to create the questions and grade the questions and so on. So just as a summary, we just created 2 arrays, one states and one capitals. Those are strings. They contain 6 elements and they are global variables, so they can be seen everywhere. So I we will continue in the next tutorial. Thank you.